Welcome to Spirit Week. Crazy hairstyles are this week, and look at our socks. We're crazy socks too. Also, this week in our after school program, we're going to do STEM this week. So today's experiment is making homemade Play-Doh. And you don't need a lot of ingredients, and these are all the things that you'll have in your kitchen. Salt, food coloring, oil, and if you don't have vegetable oil, you can use baby oil or coconut oil, and flour. And that's all you need to make homemade Play-Doh. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a quarter cup of water into 2 bowls. I'm cutting the recipe in half so I can make 2 different colors. You can split it into 4 and make 4 different colors. So the first thing you do is add the water, quarter cup in each. The second is you're going to put some food coloring drops. I'm doing blue in this one. And then we're going to do yellow in this one. Alright. Second thing you do is you're going to add the oil into each one, a half a teaspoon of oil. Oops. And no. Okay, so now you take the flour, and we're going to add 2 cups of flour. So here's 1 cup. Again, 2 cups. In that mixture, you'll add 1 cup of table salt. You're going to mix that all up together. Try to blend it up as best you can. Now, if you have any allergies to any ingredients for flour, you can substitute gluten-free flour so you can make a gluten-free Play-Doh. Okay, I think that is pretty mixed up there. Alright. Now you're going to split this in half and put half in each bowl. So 1 cup. And 1 cup. And you're going to mix it up a little bit, and then you can add some more into it. So you're going to mix some of this in. And mix some of this in. And then you're going to split it evenly. So another half a cup here. And another half a cup here. So you're going to mix it all up as best you can. And if it's not totally mixed together, you can always add just a little bit more oil to it and to help soften it up a little bit more. Let's see if we can get this to. I'm going to work on this one first. Okay. Keep mixing it together. And you can add a little bit more oil. I think I'm going to do another half teaspoon. It seems a little bit on the dry side. So this will help with the dryness of it. And you just keep working it in your hands until it clumps together. And again, no experiment is perfect, so sometimes you have to add more than what you need to get the results. Okay. I'm still pretty much on the dry side. I'm going to try one more. Maybe just a little bit more warm water to moisten it all together. This is what STEM's about. Not all experiments work the right way the first time, so it's starting to come together. There we go. Probably could add a little more food coloring to make it a little more brighter yellow. Next, what you have to do once you get it to stick together, using extra water and oil possibly, you're going to take a little bit of flour and you're going to put it, and you're going to knead it. And just keep pushing it together, almost like you're baking. That's what dough is when you bake. It's dough, but this is Play-Doh, so you can form it and play with it later. So I would just, in the recipe, add a little bit more water and oil to keep it sticking together, and a few extra drops of food coloring won't be too bad. So even though this is supposed to be yellow, it's more like a cream colored. And you can store these, so this makes quite a bit, as you can see. It's a pretty big. You can store it in a baggie in the refrigerator and bring it out and play with it when you want. But make sure you push all the air out of the bag so that you don't have any air in the bag, and you can store that in the refrigerator. And let's see if we can do something with our blue over here. See if we can get some blue. So again, I'm mixing it up. And I'm going to add some more water and oil to it so it makes the right consistency with making it stick. So sometimes it takes a little bit of practice getting the right consistency, but adding the water and the oil will help. I didn't add a lot of food coloring, but you can add a lot more drops when you do yours, and it will be a little bit brighter colors. So then you put your hand in there and you start working it together. And just squeezing it and pushing it. Maybe just a tad more warm water. Remember to be using warm water. Helps. And you can always have your mom or dad warm the water up. So now we have the blue, and then we're going to put a little bit of flour down, and we're going to knead that on a spot. So you put some flour down and move it around so you can knead it, and you just keep working the dough until you get the right consistency. Okay, so the blues come in together. So this recipe is 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of salt, half a cup of water, which I'd add a little bit more since it seems like you need more to get the dough to group together here. And you need a tablespoon of some type of oil and drops of food coloring. And that's how you make Play-Doh. Thanks, guys. See you next time.